if you're creating content and you're only reaching out to your ideal clients, they're still going to have the problem. It doesn't go away as well. And so it's a way that you can just loop in. And so that's like the first thing in the sales process, like anyone should do, especially if someone's a small business owner, like they think it's a magic trick when they first run it. They can't believe it, like what actually happens.
Well, so a couple of questions there though. So one of them is you're not concerned with, in some ways, and I guess you also add it, but you remove the urgency to this degree. I mean, I guess you are saying, hey, we're doing it here, but because it's happening every 3 weeks, that might not feel like, hey, we're doing this now, and it's last time you're going to get this offer. Like sometimes people will push urgency instead, but you're not as worried about urgency there or creating.
Like, I think urgency's been overdone.
Okay,
it's just been overdone. Everyone's been to the sales page on Facebook where it's this long sales page and it's like 24 hours left. Got to get the thing. Exactly. Used to be $2,000. Scratch out everything, and now it's $99. You got to get it right now, otherwise the offer's expiring. And you're like, yeah, nah.
I actually hate that. It loses trust for me, but I still feel like I see somebody do it. That's why I'm curious.
Yeah. So there's like I'm reading a lot of old school copywriting books lately, and there's a principle around copywriting, how there's kind of like 3 stages of a market and like how you want to promote things. And like we're kind of, especially if you're in the online education space, you kind of are in the point where it's like kind of saturated with like crazy promises and big ideas. And in rule 101 of copywriting and for like channeling the desires of the market, you then want to revert back to being the opposite. You want to be the non-pushy, simple thing, no big promise, because people look at you then as like, oh, like that's like actually not too pushy and not crazy. And the other thing as well, coupled with that, is your offer that you have, don't make a big promise. Go with the opposite. Everyone makes a big promise. So if you go to Instagram, you'll see an ad where someone will say, we'll fill your calendar with 30 appointments in the next 7 days, or pay you $5,000 and send your kids to Disneyland. Book a time with us. And you're like, what the hell? Like, so they've taken the promises to the extreme. So when that happens, you just want to revert back and you're going to be like, hey, we'll help you book a couple of appointments for your business over the next month as well. And we start with a 1-month commitment or something like that, just to see if we actually like working with each other. If you're interested, it would be great to have a chat. It's like, it's different. And then people don't have that salesy feeling about it. So coupled with the offer campaign, you want to couple with what's called like a micro offer. It's like a small offer. So just nothing that's massive. But people get scared of doing this because they're like, but I can help them do all this stuff. But it's like, yeah, but like that's a commitment. Like if my brother says to me, hey, go buy this, like go get this coffee down the road from this coffee shop, it's like amazing. It's like, I'll be like, okay, it's a coffee. But if he says, dude, you've got to drive down south 2 hours and go to this restaurant, it's like 10-course degustation deal. It's literally the meal. It's the best thing I've ever had. I've got you a free ticket. It's free. You can go. Still, I would be hesitant because of the time commitment and the effort required to do it. And so there's also like the friction that happens, especially in the buying process, where it's like when someone adds a bigger time commitment or perceived commitment, when someone says, I can revolutionize your business and 3x the revenue and halve your working hours, you're like, yeah, what are you, Tony Robbins? Like, no, it's not going to happen. Like, and so it's taking the other extreme back. So with sales, it's like you're offering positioning and running offer campaigns. That's like the starting point of what you want to do.
So going against the grain, basically.
100%. You want to, like, the basic rule of copywriting, like I've been going real deep on copywriting lately, is like, you do not want your thing to look like an ad. Like you want it to not look like the thing it is. So some of my best performing posts for generating leads was the one I wrote the other week where it was like, last week it was my brother's wedding and I did the best man speech. I was super stressed about it. I planned all this. And then I thought it was going to be at 8:30. So I was going to be 3 drinks down by then. But then at 6:20, I got called up and I was stone cold sober, shitting myself, and I had to deliver. And then, I went through, I delivered the speech, and, that's why you shouldn't wait till 2025 to prep for your lead gen, because otherwise you'll be like the embarrassed best man who's super smashed, who makes the shitty speech, disrespecting the bride and groom. Don't be that person. Book a chat here. And like, so it didn't start off with like an ad, but like as they walk through, it's like at the end, it's like they've read this story and they've immersed themselves in it. So you kind of want to do the opposite of like big flashy ad thing kind of thing.
So, and when you just said book a chat, are you using that in terms of book a call, or do you actually book your chat when they?
Oh, chat. We don't do an actual call. It's like a chat.
So you literally are booking a chat. Okay, I'm so used to chat.
Yeah,
as being
literally. So
short-term
they
for-
go to they click on the link on our website. They'll click on the thing saying, "Hey, like there'll be a video, like a video sales letter, where it's to persuade someone to book a time
Yeah.
to chat." They'll click the time. They'll be like, "Hey," it'll tell them like a price constraint or "Are you this business?" So we collect information. Then it goes to on the form and then gets them to book an actual chat.
Okay.
It's like a DM chat.
Yeah. Okay.
But it does wig a lot of people out. Like it does. Like
Yeah, that's what I'm
and-
curious. Yeah.
and we lose some deals because of it. 100%. Like we do. Because
Yeah.
some people are like, "No, I want to chat." And you're like, "Man, we literally clearly wrote a chat." But people don't read things. They just click, right? We say it like 5 times. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So it's not their
Well,
fault.
and again, the slang chat sometimes for some people is, wait, they mean this.
Yeah,
But
yeah. We say we say it like in bold. We're like, "This will be a WhatsApp DM conversation,
Okay.
not
Yeah,
a
yeah.
phone call."
Yeah.
Like, but even then, it doesn't matter. It's like people don't read stuff, so it's not their
Yeah.
fault.
Yeah.